to answer messages? Okay.
I commend her for like still being active and working, but imagine you're trying to make an appointment and you call your doctor's office and all you hear on the other line is just like, ma'am, do you need to schedule an appointment first?
See, so I'll give it to you. Are you ready?
Please don't pass this over.
My name is Sensei Jeffrey.
Whoa! Whoa! Ha! Thank you, Sensei Jeffrey. We love you. He's 65. Whoa!
Why are you pulling me forward? For what? Y'all tripping, bro.
Get your fucking hands up! I'm gonna shoot you! Get your fucking hands up! Both of them, get a gun! I believe you have a gun!
I don't have a gun.
Fucking reach! Put your hands on top of your head! Bro, if you put your fucking hands down, I'm gonna shoot you!
Y'all see this shit?
After 20 years of being the face of the company, he sold his soul to The Rock. It was disgusting. No, Cena made a big mistake. Huge mistake. All the fans, all the kids looked up to him. Little Baron was the biggest John Cena fan. He's been calling me nonstop. A grown man crying his little eyes out.
When you have a chance to make history, who cares about all
He
those
stole
kids?
Baron's
You do
innocence.
anything to break
He will
that
never
record.
get over his hero John Cena being a bad guy.
Have you said thank you once?
I am thankful, but
You know
do
you come in
whatever's
here and you
necessary.
disrespect the entire C Nation. You should be thankful for 20 years of hustle, loyalty, and respect. I do not even know who this Cena is anymore.
All right, I think we've seen it enough. What do you think?
Here.
You can do this.
I
do it in the summer, and I put fresh strawberries in here too.
Oh,
what a good idea.
Right? That's another.
I'm going to try this.
Do I do what?
Make Kool-Aid.
No, I don't make Kool-Aid, but I made an adult beverage for us.
She does.
He was psycho. He fucking jumped out of a car, going like 50 miles per hour.
He was broke. He made me pay for his rent, his food, everything.
I was at her place, and she walked in. I was fucking a guy. So that's basically it. She thought I was gay, but I'm not. I'm not. I cheated on her. Do you regret it? I do, though.
Me.
What did you do?
I'm crazy.
What kind of crazy? Like you show up in the middle of the night?
I guess we all do, don't we?
That bitch cheated with her ex. You were walking with him, they kissed and everything.
My last breakup, he beat me up.
My ex is dead.
What if Elmo's one black friend gives him a pass to say the word? Can Elmo say the word then?
No, Elmo. It's never okay to say that word. It has an awful history and is a derogatory term towards African Americans. It's never okay to say that word.
Oh, okay. Elmo understands now. Thank you for helping Elmo understand, Marcus.
No problem, Elmo. Thanks for taking the time to learn and understand. Hey, watch where you're throwing that, you stupid nick.
You know something else? Let me tell you what. The way I was brought up, I was taught not to take something unless you bought it. So when you're stepping up on the spot and you're taking something hot, don't get caught or you get cut. Cut! Cut!
Was a serial killer who bragged about killing people, and he professed and confessed to be a demon.
He was that, bro. If he wanted you out of there, he'll go do it himself on feet by himself.
Vaughn gave me a lot of passes. He could have killed me a couple times.
I was happy as hell when I found out Vaughn was dead. I cooked for the whole day.
I was relieved for the community, man, because he was over there torturing them guys, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
Something was wrong with him. That's not human, man. You're not regular, man. He was the devil, man.
How are you rich and you're robbing people? You robbing producers. You robbing rappers. You got money.
So from what I hear,
That documentary proves everything to be true. He is a serial killer, and he was a demon in human form.
Chased out of the ring, and this is going to get ugly. Real ugly. Skip.
Oh, look who's here.
Oh, Skip.
This is absolute chaos.
Superstar. Oh, no. I don't know, Skip.
Hold on, Skip. No.
Gassed up shorty, said I need about 40. Pull up to the party, yeah, yeah, yeah. Gassed up shorty, said I need about 40. Pull up to the party, yeah, yeah, yeah. Gassed up, I be so gassed up, yeah.
Hey man, can you call the police, please? Can you call the police?
Facebook and Twitter. Y'all get with me. We got a bike aboard that dust, baby.
I need some help. Can you call the police?
Finna go viral, baby. All right, y'all get back with me. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
I need some help, man. Wait. Go. Hey, I just fell off my bike. Check me out. We got people driving by. Ain't even helping a nigga.
And Donald Trump. Donald Trump, if you can hear us, please, Donald Trump, please save me. Please save me, Donald Trump. Please. Please get these people away from me. In dear God's name, please stop these people.
We listen and we don't judge. I got kids by my uncle. All three are his, and my baby daddy think the kids is his. And I tell everybody I don't like men, so I tell them my kids are my nieces and nephews.
Be aware, the image is disturbing.
Who has the best girlfriend ever?
I do.
Who just bought you all this stuff?
She did.
And all the stuff?
My girl bought all of it, and I'm about to eat this, and then we're gonna chow on that after. So, happy Easter.
Yeah. But we're not eating it all. Just know that. Because we gotta save some.
Yeah.
You know? Budget cuts, you know? Save. You know? So we're gonna scoff.
Say what up, my fella. Man, take the fucking picture.
I feel like stopping a nigga today. Oh.
I know you fucking lying. That ain't cool.
So you're not Stephanie?
I am Stephanie.
No, you not. Stop lying. You not Stephanie. Listen, man, I don't know who this person is.
I am Stephanie.
I done sent you all my motherfucking money. For 3.5 years, I'd have been broke fucking with you.
I'm sorry.
That's why you never...
Hold on, wait 1 second. I can tell the panels apart. You can tell? I used to make glass for over 30 years.
You know who I am. I don't want any trouble. I got 5 chickens. I don't want any LED on them. None. Scan my shirt 5 times, buddy. 5 times. Done.
Doing a school project, and the teacher wants me to go up to somebody random and have them spell a word 3 times, and I'm just trying to get some extra points. I was wondering if you wouldn't mind helping me, because you got to look for it, man.
Yeah.
Do you mind helping me? Yeah. Okay. So pretty much all you'll say is
Did you come yet? Are you in? Are you in? Are you in? Did you come yet? Are you in? Are you in? Are you in?
Well, you look shocked. Are you okay?
Did you come yet? Are you in? Are you in? Are you in?
Did you come yet? Are you in? Are you in? Are you in? Get the hell away from me.
Excuse me, sir. Do you mind doing it?
No. I told you no.
Are you guys mad at me?
No. This sounds ridiculous, like a scam. I'm not doing it.
You say, can you get what?
Some headphones.
He say, can he get some head from you?
He said headphones.
Oh, I thought he said head from you. You said what?
Some headphones.
Oh,
Go get a job. Oh my God, bro. Show me your money.
We back, baby.
Season 6, Amped Official.
Come on, you already know what time it is, dog. You know we had to do this, man.
Hey, all the time, man. Let's go.
You got to start it off, though.
Nah, you starting this one off.
You want me to start it off?
Yes, sir.
Hey, I started off. I'm still in the field. A lot of my peers, they've been caught it off. Succumbing to fears is harder to win than living a loss. I know what it is. I once was a kid and then I got taught, yeah. And now we high step cross each obstacle they toss.
Yeah, I don't want a boss employing myself. I'm feeling like Ross. My feelings are thrown, but harder to catch cause nobody mouse. I planted a seed and watching my feed like Kevin Durant. It's hard to compete. This garden is filled with industry plants.
Yeah, that don't bear no fruit for real. Sambo on that table, spend your life trying to recoup that meal. Shorty just a fable. Now the young is out here shooting for real. And they ain't gon' intervene, you know they love a two for deal.
That coupe de ville sliding like it's slippery. Ain't it crazy, dog? Disregard that 25 to life. Remember Ray and Claude, you know your freedom last thing on their mind when they be making laws. You gotta sell your soul to make it, excuse me, make the blogs. Fuck it.
It's compensation over validation. Trust it.
This younger nation dodging graduation. They bustin'.
Until we value life just like them pair of J's. Hey,
they'll put you in that wood and not the Mary Jane.
Come on, dog.
Let's go, man. Season 6, Amped Official.
Plant-based dripping. You boy great, man. Make sure y'all hit me up 954-280-4080. That's my real number, man.
I'm so tired of the same old people acting like they love me, but their hearts are filled with evil. I know. I know.
Yep.
Say they my ride or die, but they probably rather die than to stay by my side. Yeah,
I know.
These things I know.
Okay. Lately I've been chilling by myself a little, thinking if I face another L, it might help a little. It's a lot of shit came with success that they failed to mention, like when you get more money, life get more expensive. I never wanted to be famous, just the money that came with it, and to see my mama face when I tell her that I did it. But I've been feeling like Jaheim lately, trying to find my way back, and all they see is my blessings. They wondering why I say that, not for nothing. I've been hurting bad too. But I ain't never show emotion unless I had to. Never let them see you sweat, don't let them get the best of you. Well, if they can't get the best of me, then I guess the worst to do. So I deal with this loss and all this pain by my lonely, and revert back to the trenches and start acting like the old me, the one I thought I healed from. How I feel everything, but I'm still numb. All these feelings, I'm still just trying to feel something. Damn. Fuck.
Yeah. Hey, okay, I snatch a leaf and jack a beat and rack them fast, go back to back. Used to want them platinum black shit, nowadays ain't that attached. Grew them wits out matted flat, the H&K is matted black. Shopify on Acrobats, I'm healthy, can't be mad at that.
It's PBDIPOG, we break them goals like Shaq Attack. It's black on from my shoes and shirt and drawers, even my slacks and hat. Love that candy paint since I was a kid, ain't care about Cracker Jacks. Plus where I'm from, we jack them crackers, can't say where that happened.
Okay, they hate when we say crackers and my mama white, that pack a punch. Plenty times been called a nigga, ain't never been called a cracker once. Get on track, then act a dunce, I eat before and after lunch. Poppin' shit and ash and blunts, I pull off plays like action stunts.
I had a hunch, I'm trying to eat before I see 12 like we was having brunch. I'm trying to keep it all in line, but damn these tires swerving. Became a boss, no one to hire, guess I'll fire verses.
This higher learning, this that shit they can't recite in churches.
If so, that preacher might just switch up his entire sermon.
Call Pastor Troy and tell the choir to play vice versa.
Ask God to come down and give me all that advice in person.
It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. Not real far. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as
that guy gets off. Can you cancel him off right today? Can you get him off? Take him off?
Nigga, I told y'all to talk to me.
Can you
dick
explain
hanging, nigga. Y'all don't give a damn about no nigga having no dick in his hand. Yeah, Tom, y'all don't give a damn about typing to no nigga with no dick in his hand, nigga.
There's all kinds of different things that basically you need more of it. And the very basic example is so we did an analysis of that. The awesome
I'm a
region.
proud American nigga. I ain't a Crip. I ain't a blood. I ain't black. I'm not color. I'm not Negro. I'm the seed of a nigga slave. And it's the birth of a new nation called niggas. Never ignorant, getting goals accomplished. It's the nigga nation taking on all gangbangers. Who ready to die, cuz? Blood on 4 them.
Excuse me, ma'am. No porn at the bar.
Oh, it's okay. I'm transgender.
Oh, I had no idea. Do whatever you want all the time.
Hello, hello, hello. Nice to meet you. Hi, I'm Nancy. Nancy, that's my mom's name. My dad named me after my great aunt who was a slave. Okay, I'm sorry.
I'd be crying if I look like that too, bro. That's fucked up what they be doing to y'all. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. I be saying that's fucked up. Like, bro, you probably had the full washing set. You should be fired probably if they ain't cut your shit. Fuck it though, bro. It's your life.
Ammo, calico, jacket made out of animal. Videos go viral. Fly thing you ever saw. Came from a dark place. I went from the slums to Park Place to Park Place. Front row at the Barclays. Bars.
Thank you, brother. Man, I love you, brother. I appreciate it, bro. So all you niggas, whites and browns, tacuaches. See, I'm Mexican. I can say what's up, nigga. ¿Qué pasa, güey? ¿Qué pasa, vato? You saw shit. Hey, you saw shit. Hey, you saw? Hey, we make connection right there.
What is up, everybody? It's your boy Corn. Welcome back to here. What's trending with Corn? You already know what it is, man. Make sure y'all hit that like, that subscribe, all that good stuff. What is up to my boy Jaren up in the chat as well? Yo, this past weekend, you already know what we got to start off with. This past weekend was crazy. Crazy. Now, if we want to talk about night one, wasn't too much excitement other than Seth Rollins cashing in and winning the World Heavyweight Championship back, which we can talk about that, but it was mainly Sunday. Brock Lesnar returns after John Cena loses the WWE Championship to Cody Rhodes. Now, while I'm excited that we get Brock Lesnar back, while I on all fronts, I'm happy with this outcome. But I do have to say this. I am not too entirely sure about Brock Lesnar and John Cena one more time. Not sure if I'm really that invested in it. Now, I'm invested in Brock coming back and elevating younger talent, but it seems like ever since Cena's been back, he hasn't really done that. He's done quite the opposite, putting over guys that are already over. But nonetheless, I am happy that Brock Lesnar's back in WWE. It was reported earlier that Triple H said that he and Nick Khan were in contact with Brock Lesnar for about a month prior to Sunday night, and saying that pretty much like what they said in quotations was Brock needs to come home. And rightfully so. Rightfully so. But yeah, we're going to get into the Brock Lesnar stuff. There's a couple more things that have been going down in TNA as well that we're going to be talking about, along with some more City Sweeney stuff going on. Like it's now last live stream that I talked about this, which was a few days ago. I had already said that it was blown out of proportion, that people were overreacting. They have no idea what they're even talking about. They need to check themselves. Well, guess what? It's gotten even worse. It's gotten to the point where even now other celebrities are coming out against this ad. So we're going to be talking about that as well. So again, make sure you guys hit that like, that subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and get this started. And nonetheless, why not just start with this? So I posted this the other day or yesterday. I said I stayed up for the post show and then realized it wasn't going to be a media scrum. Glad he's back, though. He's going to put some people over that may need some pushing. Now, When I say this, I obviously mean after he and Cena get done with this little feud thing that they're going to do, which I hope is fast. I hope it's quick. I hope it's literally the next PLE that they have, which I don't even know which is that the Paris one. So if you're going to have Brock Lesnar come back, we have to have him push someone. And I think with him, this new look that he has a new look every time he comes back. I like it. Brock just being Brock, doing whatever the fuck he wants. I love it. But I'm going to say this. And I believe I said this a couple times before that I was, kind of feeling this way. But now I'm just saying it outright. Because while Sunday night was fun, while Sunday night was great, while I'm glad that Brock Lesnar's back, while I'm glad that the IWC and the fucking weirdos are crying, which we're going to get into, and while I am glad that the dirt sheets once again had no idea this was even happening, I am very skeptical. I'm very skeptical that Triple H will not have Brock Lesnar push young talent. And I don't even want to say young talent, but you guys know what I mean. Guys who aren't over. So I'm hoping that this happens with Brock Lesnar. I really am. But to go back to the tweet, it took me some time to put two and two together that, oh, yeah, that's right. They're not going to do a media scrum simply because they read the room and knew exactly what was going to happen. I mean, we had retards like that one dude that was asking about Waffle House orders at a media scrum. Waffle House orders. So I'm not surprised that it didn't have a media scrum. I'm not surprised that it didn't have a post-conference show or anything like that. I'm actually glad that they didn't because we'd get stupid-ass questions like, what the controversy that Brock is involved with, instead of asking about the actual shit that you're watching on television. You want to go back to fucking Janelle Grant. That's what you want to do at a media school. You want to go back to Janelle Grant. Because didn't they ask about that before? They asked about that last year and the year before that, right? Or am I tripping? Correct me if I'm wrong, but they did ask about the Janelle Grant stuff. Numerous pay-per-views at the media scrums. And they even asked Cody about it. I think they asked people like Kevin Owens about it. Like people that have nothing to do with that stuff. So again, I am glad that they actually said, you know what? We have balls. We also have common sense. You don't even need to have balls. Just have common fucking sense. One thing I preach about all the time on here. Common sense will tell you bringing Brock back is going to put asses in seats. Bringing Brock back is going to get more eyes on Friday nights on SmackDown or on Raw. If you want to get, if you want to bring him on Raw, I mean, it is Brock Lesnar. He can go pretty much anywhere. And the brand split is pretty much non-existent anyway. Seeming that LA Knight is on Raw. So that's what I'm going to say about that. But let's go ahead and get into the weirdos crying, though. This is what I love. This is exactly what I love. Fuck Brock Lesnar. Fuck Triple H. Fuck WWE. I'm out. Middle finger once Brock comes back. Really? Oh, you can see the painted fingernail. So it's either a chick or a dude that wants to be a chick. So do we really care about your opinion? Do we really care the fact that you decided to turn on your camera and put up a middle finger and post this online to Brock Lesnar? One of the greatest of all. Again, one of the greatest of all time. It's not like we're talking about scrubs here, y'all. It's not like we're talking about, like, I don't know, a Maven. And I love Maven. But it's not like we're talking about Maven, somebody who was pretty much a jobber. And a little bit of time he was in WWE. We're talking about one of the greatest of all time. One of the most successful wrestlers of all time. Not just in WWE. We're talking Japan. So you have to take this kind of stuff into account. And a lot of these people aren't. They're just going off of straight emotion. And an emotion coming off of straight allegations. Just because there's a lawsuit doesn't mean it's true. So shout out to this person, whoever this is, Cyber San. Let's go to somebody else who wants to to cry about this. I'll go back to my tweet here in a second. So somebody decided to post this the other day and say, so the first screenshot is of the Janelle Grant lawsuit, and I think the second one is of like the behind the scenes shit, or it might be both from the same thing. But it's saying pretty much documentary on the same platform that it's currently airing and celebrating his return, by the way. Because Netflix has Monday Night Raw, I'm assuming, is what they're saying. And I forgot that PLEs outside of the US are shown on Netflix, which is also interesting, by the way. I don't know why Netflix just didn't run a PLE deal for the US, because I hate Peacock, man. I hate that app. So I responded back to this with the cry face, because here's the thing. People want to continue to bring up this whole lawsuit thing with Janelle Grant, and I would completely understand it if they actually had anything move forward with it. But the complete opposite has happened. Vince has been found, maybe not necessarily innocent, but he has been found at least not guilty. And then it just come out that a couple of the charges got dropped too. Pretty sure a couple of the charges got dropped. Now, I'm not going to go as far as saying that, oh, Vince is going to be coming back or anything like that, because I've been seeing some people saying that. And I'm telling you right now, that's highly unlikely. Highly unlikely that Vince would ever be involved with WWE ever again. I think that ship has sailed. And I think, look, it's the company that he built, the company he created. I get it. And the way he went out, I hated the way he went out. Every other aspect, except for creatively, he did very well in for a very long time. But creatively, like I've always said, creatively, Vince should not have been in that position. That was like 10 years overdue. There are some onesies and twosies, of course, yes, of some great moments that Vince has been responsible for within the past 10 years, of course. I'm not going to take that away from him, but mostly, I mean, it got to the point where 2016, 2017, 2018, we were like, yes, AEW, come on, give us some competition, do something. Yeah. That lasted for about, what, 2 years? And then you bring back the biggest star in wrestling at the time, Brock Lesnar. This is coming off of USC. This is coming off of him getting that try. You know, all that stuff that he did. Y'all got to realize he was still away from WWE for a long time. Years and years and years before he came back in, what was it, 2012, 2013? Then left again, then came back again. And yeah, at one point we got tired of him. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say I wasn't tired of Brock Lesnar. I don't know what the saying is. Well, what is it? Time heals everything, or some shit like that. But time healed it, man. I'm glad that Brock Lesnar's back. I welcome him back with open arms. It's not like I wanted him to go forever once he got done with Cody, but I'm like, man, 3 matches with Cody, that's some Vince booking. All we needed was one. And now he's back feuding with John Cena. Now, before I get back into these crybabies, these internet weirdos, because Twitter is the only place where these motherfuckers are actually mad about Brock Lesnar coming back. But if we're going to be talking about Brock Lesnar and John Cena, Cena has faced Randy Orton. Cena has faced CM Punk. Cena faced Cody twice, which, again, those 2 matches, he needed to have those 2 matches. I get it. I'm not complaining about the Cody feud. But the other ones outside of that, including R-Truth, and where has R-Truth been? Can anybody explain that to me? All the cry for R-Truth 2 months ago, and we haven't heard a peep about R-Truth's booking. Granted, yes, he's been feuding with Aleister Black in a very forgettable feud. Not too much thought, not too much work put into it. Which leads me to believe that I really do think that Triple H ain't really listening to the internet as much as he claimed that they did when they said that they got R-Truth back for the people, for the internet. And I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. Because R-Truth was not anywhere near SummerSlam. They had New Day featured on SummerSlam before R-Truth. Now, this is actually a good one, and hopefully I don't get copyrighted for this. But this chick does a reaction. Very genuine reaction to Brock Lesnar coming back. And again, like I said before, nothing but internet weirdos that are really upset about this shit. Because us normal folk, us normal fans, well, let's look at the reaction.
It's the beast! It's the beast! The beast is back! Brock Lesnar! Brock Lesnar! Brock Lesnar! And that's SummerSlam! A man who has dominated this event. My God. Once again made.
So, and there's a couple of these I've been saying here on Twitter. There's people literally attacking this chick. What's her name? Bunnyman? Whatever the fuck. But there's people literally attacking this chick and coming at her under her comment section. Like, look at this. Man, I'm so happy as a woman to see a guy who abuses women on my TV. Hashtag feminism. Of course, the profile picture is Sami Zayn. Oh my gosh. And yeah, she clapped back, dropped of all charges. So good on her. What an awesome night. Blah, blah, blah. All right, cool. Yep. See? And we already knew it was coming. We already knew. Just like this guy and myself. We already knew, bro. And wait for the people to hate you for liking this because they're fragile as fuck. Glad you also got to enjoy Brock returning. Fragile AF people don't belong here. Facts. So she enjoys it. And then this guy says, then you're an idiot. See, man, y'all got nothing to stand on, man. Like, I could see if we had some proof, some solid proof, some evidence, something. We got nothing, man. Nothing. Shout out to XE Kid. He says, you a catcher wrestling fan? Catcher wrestling fan, or you mean catch wrestling fan? I don't know what a catcher wrestling is. I wish I could answer you, bro, but yeah, I don't know what that is. Am I still sharing my? Okay. Here goes another one. You'll get my response later. So, Casual Q tweets out and says, Jacob Fatu is a literal ex-convict, and y'all be wearing his shirts and screaming his name. Facts. And again, I have no problem with that. I'm just saying, if you're going to pin something on one person, you're going to have rules and morals for one person. You're going to need it for the other person as well. And there's plenty of other people that are employed in WWE that you can do that with. Not just Brock Lesnar and not just Hulk Hogan. Two goats. With that being said, where was the outrage when he got hired? And then this Sugar Bean person says, like, you have Sugar Bean as your name, bro. Like, you should already know some wild shit is going to be said. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot the part where Jacob is a sex offender. And here we go, man. This is the internet for you. This is internet 101, bro. This is what they do. They want to call everybody a sex offender. Like, if you get even alleged of anything, you are the worst thing possible. You're that to the 9th degree, the very extreme. Now, there are some weird people on the internet. There are some people that should be carried by that label that actually do heinous shit. But come on, man. Y'all really think that WWE would bring this guy back if he was really not innocent, really guilty of all this shit? Or if they had some real hard evidence, at least, of this shit? Y'all really think that? So this is the part that gets me every single time, man. He's a sex offender. Bro, like, where we... Can you let shit come out? If it does, can you let shit be proven? If it does? So, I said, because, so going back to the tweet, he says, I forgot the part where Jacob is a sex offender. So I said, neither is Brock. Common sense is free, sugar bean. So I don't know what to tell you if you're going to sit here and complain about WWE bringing back Brock Lesnar. And you're going to sit here and cry about it and say that, oh, Triple H is this, Triple H is that, blah, 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 blah. Like, all we heard all weekend was these fucking weirdos cry. Internet weirdo community cry. Saturday night, we saw a little package where Triple H was in the White House. Everybody started fucking crying. Ah! The whole crowd was, well, not the whole crowd, but you could hear the crowd booing because there's videos of the crowd booing when they showed his clip. Let me tell you guys something. Triple H is not going to go to the White House to represent something, being a part of WWE, if it's not for something that's actually as good and positive, especially at least to the public eye, positive, like, what was it? Make America fit again or something like that, right? All I know is that they're bringing back physical standards, right? Physical fitness standards for public schools. That's what they're trying to do. That's all I know about it. But yet you have these people angry that Triple H went and visited Donald Trump in the White House. Oh my God, it's the worst thing ever. Oh. But you guys don't realize what he's even actually doing. You guys don't even want to like stop and research, stop and listen, stop and watch, at least read the caption instead of just seeing Triple H, White House, and President. Because if it was President Biden, y'all wouldn't have any fucking problem. Y'all probably be cheering the fuck out of it. But y'all can get mad because Triple H wanted to go to the White House with Donald Trump, which, by the way, we already know that he has ties to the White House because of Linda McMahon, his own mother-in-law. But y'all don't care. Y'all don't want to fucking listen. Y'all just want to sit there and boot a man. So I had a lot of fun listening to y'all scream and cry and moan and bitch and complain all weekend because, one, you saw Triple H in the White House with President Trump and doing something good for your fucking kids in public school. And then on top of that, we got to see WWE once again prove that the dirt sheets don't really know shit when it comes to the important stuff. Nobody was calling for Lesnar. Nobody even got a crumb of that Lesnar reveal. They own the dirt sheets. How many times this year alone have we seen the dirt sheets take an L at a PLE? Quite a bit. And then you got the Sean Ross Fapps of the world trying to run around with their tail between her legs on social media and double down on some other shit. Couldn't be me. And then we get the Lesnar stuff. And now we have Cena versus Lesnar. And now Cody Rhodes is WWE champion. Seth Rollins is once again world heavyweight champion. All is right. At least for the most part. I watched Raw last night. Seth Rollins needs a lot of work in trying to get over with the crowd now, though. Because as much as I love Seth Rollins, and as much as I love Seth Rollins as a WWE champion, as the world heavyweight champion, bruh, I don't know how he's supposed to get this character over, bro. Like he has to go back to the old roots. Just go back to the old roots, please. Because as much as I want this to work, man, it's not working. Braun Breaker is the only one that's getting over. I don't know. I don't know, man. One of the last things I'll talk about with this Brock stuff, because I don't want to spend too much time. You guys can go back to previous videos that I've done about the Janelle Grant stuff, the live streams that I've done. I spent a lot of time talking about between Vince McMahon, Janelle Grant. I think I did maybe like a video or two about the Lesnar stuff involved with that. But I just like sitting here just watching these IWC retards just cry, bro. Just straight up cry. Like this right here. What happened to my okay, am I sharing it? Yeah, so this right here. Cultaholic Wrestling says, nah, fuck off, hashtag SummerSlam. With Brock Lesnar's face in his return. This is them reacting to Lesnar returning.
Oh! What? 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 What the hell? What?
So talk about being fake offended. Something that I two words that I've used quite a bit in the last live stream. But if we're going to talk about being fake offended, this right here is the blueprint of being offended. Like this right here, perfect example. This is your live reaction, and then you tweet this out. Nah, fuck SummerSlam. Caught him caught both of them red-handed. Red-handed. Shout out to Exy Kid. Says Brock Lesnar back in WWE, but all the IWC got mad for his return. Yep. You know what else we're going to see? Not only do we see these people crying on the internet, again, fake crying on the internet, being fake offended on the internet, again, getting mad about something they don't even know nothing about. They just see headlines, they see captions, they see a picture, they see a video, not even a whole video, just like a 10-second clip of video, and then just start reading. Well, guess what? This person tweets out, breaking news, WWE has been canceled. I wonder what, just judging off of the appearance of this person, because I don't know if it's a dude trying to be a chick or if it's an actual chick. But judging off of the appearance of this person, I would assume that they would get mad about one of the three things that I just talked about that I actually enjoyed from this weekend and had pleasure in watching this weekend.
I look like a fucking disaster and I'm in the car because I just got back from the grocery store, but WWE is going.
Okay, so hearing the voice, I'm going to go off the limb and say as a dude that wants to be a chick.
Full fascist and I can no longer support.
Well, let me start this over.
Disaster. I look like a fucking disaster and I'm in the
You always look like a fucking disaster, by the way.
car because I just got back from the grocery store, but WWE is going.
And it's not because you came back from the grocery store. I would assume you look like this every day. You look like shit.
Full fascist and I can no longer support them. The show was going pretty normally. First night.
Calling. These people have no idea what fascism means. These people literally have no idea what the fuck it means, and they continue to use it. I say this all the time. They continue to use it.
Night of a 2-night SummerSlam, first one they've ever had. Show was going fine. Booking was decent. Some questionable decisions here and there. Don't get me started on the Sami Zayn. And then the segment before the main event, they show a bunch of pictures.
Yeah, don't get me started on Sami Zayn. Isn't he one of your people? Isn't he one of your people? Isn't Sami Zayn isn't he one of y'all? Isn't he one of the okay? Whatever. I'm gonna let he or her or whatever the fuck talk.
Of Triple H at the White House signing that executive order with Donald Trump.
Now talk about what the executive order was. It was to get fat asses like you in shape when you're young, so you don't end up like you have ended up.
Now, WWE has had ties to the administration and just like Republican fashy bullshit for a long time, but this was very direct on screen. They said, make America fit again on commentary. And
how is that a bad thing? You're watching professional wrestling. You're supposed to be fit. This is what we're talking about with this generation where they get mad about body shaming in professional wrestling. I'm sorry. Did we not have the Hulk Hogan's and the Macho Man's and the Ricky Steamboats? And who else had a great physique? The Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramones, Triple H, Batista. Like, did we not have these guys of the world? Booker T's, Bobby Lashley, Brock Lesnar, the whole 9 yards. And then you look at the wrestlers that we have today.
the White House played into it a lot.
Again, read the fucking executive order, or at least read up on it, or a caption or something, or learn what it's about. You're getting mad because Triple H went to the White House, period. That's all you're mad about.
As well, having Triple H come out and do his fucking water spit entrance, and they made a whole thing about it, and just
My question is, how do you become a wrestling fan? How do you people become a wrestling fan? That's what I want to know. If you're offended by every little fucking thing to the point where you want to be catered to, the 1%, not less than 1% of the wrestling audience wants to be catered to. Absolutely ridiculous.
I can't do it anymore. Even if there's talent there that I like, I cannot support a company who is openly supporting an administration who wants to see me dead.
What are you talking about? Nobody even knows you. We don't even know. Excuse me. We don't even know what you are. Talking about wants to see you dead. I love how they just make these problems just out of thin air. I can't support WWE that supports the administration that wants to see me dead. What? Whoa! What the fuck? So this is what we're doing in 2025. Is not only are we getting mad that Brock Lesnar is here and that he's returned, and that we want to blame Triple H and blah, blah, blah. Now we're getting mad at Triple H going to the White House. And now you have people like this making videos saying that they are boycotting WWE. Let me tell you something. As of this morning, Brock Lesnar has merch on the WWE website that is going off the shelves. This is what I'm telling y'all. Like, you guys are getting fake offended, fake mad, this and that over every little thing. But you guys, what you aren't understanding is that the Sydney Sweeneys of the world and Brock Lesnar of the world are making all the money in the world off of your tears. Your fake tears, by the way. Which is what we went over last time. Shown plenty of proof last time of that. So at the end of the day, if we are going to sit here and talk about the Brock Lesnars of the world and the Sydney Sweeneys of the world and how they are affecting the quote-unquote market that you guys are claiming that they are, let's speak some truth and say that it is positively and not negatively. They are making these companies boatloads of money, especially Sydney Sweeney. Brock Lesnar are making boatloads of money, especially for WWE. I don't know if you guys saw, but let me see if I can pull it up because I saw it earlier. Where they had, it was Brock Lesnar, it was the video of Brock Lesnar coming back, and they had all the stats. It was it had like over 2 million views. Let's see if I can find it. That joint had over 2 million views and only had 6,000 downvotes and had like 80 something thousand likes. So you tell me who's fake offended. You tell me who really makes a difference and who doesn't make a difference. I've been saying for quite some time that the IWC is a silent minority. And y'all still aren't fucking getting it. Y'all still are coming on Twitter crying and making videos and thinking that we really give a fuck. Thinking that WWE, of all people, really gives a fuck. But going from one person breaking down. There's something else. Now, this isn't wrestling related, but I just want to show you guys this video. This is very concerning for somebody like me that plays video games damn near every single day. Damn near all my fucking free time is video games. I'm sitting here and I'm watching this video. I'm like, there's no way this dude is acting like this. So this is at some it's at Evo 2025. So like some, I guess like a gaming competition, like where teams go up against each other. Let's just go ahead and watch this. Apparently this guy had a panic attack, but I don't even know if it's a fucking panic attack. Like, I have no idea what the fuck this is. But the guy lost the game. He lost the game. Now, I've been angry at some games, especially when I play Call of Duty, especially when I play 2K, especially when I play college football. Like, well, okay, so damn near every game I fucking play. But not to this point, not even close to this point. But let's go ahead and watch this.
Slow to punish the Rev Panzer.
That was so insane. He played like the best round I have ever seen defensively. Goichi, like, yo, my bad, bro. My bad.
Oh
Wait, that's a chick?
my God, bro. I feel it for both of them, honestly.
Oh, my Lord. KOG, always a character. Very.
So at first I thought this dude was having like maybe like a seizure or stroke, but they kept saying panic attack. And I'm like, again, like, I don't understand like what would drive you to do this.
Very emotive guy, this one. Yo, he played like, I get it, man.
Oh, I feel it.
Dude, he put it all on the line with that last round. Seriously. He played like it. You cannot oversell just how well he played.
He's about to write a very sternly worded slow.
If you act like this, man, like, stop playing video games. Rethink your fucking life. This is not cool. This is not funny. It's fucking stupid. Like, I can understand throwing your controller at the fucking TV. I've done that before. and even to some people, that's too far. I get it. But this right here is something that's concerning, because I think there's an extended video of this where he's actually on the ground and they start getting concerned. And it's like, bro, this is where it goes too far. This is where it gets to the point where it's like, you should probably put the controller down like forever if you're going to act like that. That, like, I don't know what's in the Kool-Aid or what's in the water with this generation, or like what's in their fucking brains or in their DNA nowadays, but what in the actual fuck are we doing in 2025 where this is getting millions of fucking views? Something else I don't understand. So it's been reported that Jelly Roll has been offered to cover Randy Orton's theme song for WWE. Now, if you guys didn't watch SummerSlam, he did do the intro to Randy Orton's theme song, which was, I don't know if you guys heard Jelly Roll ever sing before, but he's a country singer. And I'm cool with it. It's not going to be a better version of, and again, as much as I like country, and I'm not saying I'm a huge fan of Jelly Roll, because I'm not, especially not when it comes to actually wrestling. I'm cool with it. It's not going to be a better version of the original, but I'm cool with it. Like, I have no problem with that. But I did want to retweet this out and quote tweet it, and I said he should stick to things like this instead of trying to step in the ring. Because I apparently upset quite a few folk on Instagram when I commented on one of WWE's posts that involved Jelly Roll, and I said that Jelly Roll was horrible, and to never have him step in the ring ever again. And of course, you had all the, fake offended people. You had the defenders, the Jelly Roll defenders. Oh, you're just jealous. Oh, Jelly Roll was great. He was awesome. Yeah. No, it was fucking horrible and absolutely embarrassing to sit there and watch this man stand in the same ring as the other three guys, including Logan Paul, who has earned my respect as a wrestling fan and being a credible wrestler. Jelly Roll is nowhere close. I understand that he worked out for a few hours before this, before having this match last week. I understand he may have taken a couple days out to go and probably go and train with Orton and whatever, but to train this guy for a week or a couple weeks, and again, they expose themselves all the time. This is why I get mad at the Unreals of the world, where they're exposed to business even more. Because you have the, I was about to call him Colin Cassidy, Orange Cassidy in AEW, who was doing that for years. That Cornette was calling pockets. He was doing that shit for years. And I think he still does. I think he still does shit with his hands in his pockets. And then you have Bad Bunny. Now again, Orange Cassidy, he wasn't a celebrity, but what I'm saying is talking about exposing the business. And then you got Bad Bunny, who you can say who is very athletic and this and that, whatever, but how long did he train with Damian Priest to have that match that everybody was like, oh, Bad Bunny is such a great wrestler now. Oh, yeah. After 2 matches? After only having 2 matches, Bad Bunny is the greatest celebrity. And then we have Logan Paul, which Logan Paul has put in the work. How many matches has Logan Paul had? More than just a handful at this point. So over time, he has been able to earn our respect as wrestling fans. Jelly Roll, again, has not. He had 1 match, and if you want to call it what it is, you call a spade, he had basically half a match. And still looked like dog shit in the entirety of the whole fucking match. Even when he was being carried out or helped out, and it turns back around. I'm coming, Randy. I'm good on that. And yet we left guys off of the show like R-Truth. Just saying. But let me know what you guys think about Jelly Roll, because I'm not a fan of I've never been a fan of these celebrities coming in and doing this and doing that when it comes to wrestling, but I get it. And I'm cool with it when they do it every once in a while. I'm cool with the WrestleManias and, maybe once in a while at SummerSlam or whatever. But now we're getting reports that Jelly Roll is going to be wrestling more, especially after losing at SummerSlam too. Yeah. That's where I have the problem. And that's where I was going to have the problem with Travis Scott as well. And look what happened with that. So I want to talk about something else when it comes to wrestling. And that's this. The other day, it was this guy named John Roca that tweeted something out about movies, and he was blaming the audience and saying that maybe it's not the studio's fault, the reason why these movies suck. Maybe it's the fans' fault. And we're all sitting here like, what? And I'm not too much in the movie space for me to be starting shit with people in that space on Twitter that say stupid shit like that. But then I see this, and before we get to my reply to this guy, let's go to the original tweet. So Stephanie Hypes, I don't know who the fuck that is, but Stephanie Hypes says, I hate wrestling fans. Can't just be wrestling fans anymore. There were a lot of people who truly thought Rollins was injured, and even if you were suspicious, it was still shocking when it happened. Then you have these people like clearly everyone knew it was a work. Shut the fuck up. Let things happen. Blah, 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 whatever. Then this person says, Ben Hogan says, content creators aren't helping. They're hurting the product. They gain these large followings, then criticize everything they see because negativity sells. And then we're off to the races. Check all the genres, from wrestling to car racing to golf to vacation destinations, and you'll see a pattern. Content creators are monetizing negativity. I've all but stopped listening to podcasts and live shows on Sirius, which he's talking about Busted Open Radio, by the way, because they're their only wrestling show on Sirius Network, because it's too much inside baseball for me and takes away my enjoyment of the product because I start to overanalyze like they do. Or maybe he was talking about listening to baseball shit on Sirius. But if he's talking about listening to wrestling stuff on Sirius, then yeah, you're probably talking about Busted Open. So then I replied back, And I posted this right here on YouTube the other day, by the way. And I said, entertainment is being watered down and catered to people, being watered down and catered to people who aren't fans, all across the board, from NBA, NFL, film, and the wrestling. Do people go too far in a negative at times? Sure. But criticism is criticism. No one hurts the product more than more than the powers in charge of said product. And of course, no response. Didn't need one anyways. The reason why I tweeted this out is because we need a reminder that it's not us. And now we're in the era to where they have no one else to blame. So they're going to run to the fans to blame. They're going to say, if you didn't like this, I mean, look, I've been dealing with this for years. If you've been watching this channel for at least a year, you've seen the plenty of videos that I've posted and plenty of live streams and topics that I've done regarding this, even outside of wrestling, of where they're blaming fans. Now, it's one thing when the studios blame the fans, when you have executive producers blame fans and treat us like shit, because again, they're not down here with us. They don't really see what's going on the ground level when it comes to your average person, especially here in America, your average American or your average consumer. But then you start getting the talent. And once the talent starts to come out and start bashing fans, you got no fucking leg to stand on. You've got no ground to stand on at all. We've seen wrestlers come out and be activists. We've seen the actors and actresses become activists and go after the fans because their own product sucks, because their own movie sucks. Their show is horrible, terrible writers, virtue signaling, all of the above. We have seen it all. There's a reason why I said from the NBA, NFL, film, and wrestling, because I saw all that happen in the exact same order. For me, I can't speak for anybody else, but for me, there's only so much I would deal with. You know what's funny? I have not watched a full NBA game since I was in the Army, so I want to say 2013, 2014. I have not watched a full NBA game since then, because once 2015 happened and it started doing that virtue signaling bullshit, I was like, I don't care about basketball enough to really sit here and give them my attention like that. If they're going to continue to virtue signal, like I don't care about it enough already. And then the fact you're going to dump all this shit on us, Black Lives Matter, what's it? And racism was something they did in NFL. Now NFL's a little bit different because, that's football. That's my favorite sport. I'm going to give it a little bit of leeway. Now, there's certain things I won't put up with, but for the most part, I'm going to still watch football because it's football, even though it's watered down as well. But all of it is watered down. NBA, the talent is all there. The talent is the most talented era in all of sports, but yet these people are so fucking soft. I just saw the Patriots wide receiver, a picture of the Patriots wide receiver this morning, that he's in training camp wearing some feminine fucking undershirt. He basically cut up his undershirt. Like, you guys remember what Shawn Michaels had where he cut up his shirt, the bottom part where it was hanging? It was kind of like that, except it was like a normal Under Armour undershirt. And he was saying that the reason why he did it is because the shirt, all the water, when he gets water and soaking wet, it all goes down to the bottom of his shirt or some shit. And he could just squeeze it out. I'm like, or, you could just wear it the normal way and, squeeze it out then. But again, that's just me. But you go from the NBA then to the NFL. And, we had the whole Colin Kaepernick era where, the whole kneeling during the national anthem and that whole thing. And then even Jerry Jones came out of nowhere, like RKO, and said, yo, fam, I know y'all think about kneeling if you playing for the Cowboys, but you better rethink that shit if you want to do it on my team. And rightfully so. So you go from NBA, NFL, and then the film. We saw it with, again, actors and actresses becoming activists. The Mark Ruffalo's of the world, the Pedro Pascals of the world, the Gwyneth Paltrow's of the world. The same woman who will say, "Oh, feminism this and feminism that, and hashtag Me Too, blah blah blah. Women are this and women are that, and we're strong, we're so powerful, blah blah blah, whatever." And then 2 years later, you're gonna come out with your own vagina scented candle. And then after that, you're gonna come out a couple more years later and say that you pretty much sexually assaulted your co-star. Your male co-star. But it's okay for her to say it because she's a woman. This is all well documented, by the way. And then we get to wrestling. And with the film one, I got a million more examples too. But I got a whole nother million more examples on my channel. But to get to wrestling, you already know the Sami Zayns of the world. They have been known to bash fans. The Kevin Owens of the world have been known to bash fans. Both Canadian, both best friends in real life. Both hardcore virtue signalers. Sami Zayn a little more than Kevin Owens, but both virtue signalers. We've seen it happen with the Cora Jades of the world, where they get fired and they run to OnlyFans. And then we wonder why the product is so fucking watered down. Tegan Knox did it right after Cora Jade. And they both did it after Mandy Rose. I got a whole video talking about how they don't care about wrestling. They care about the attention. They care about the bag. They care about getting that OnlyFans money. They don't care about nothing else. The second you get released and they say, "Hey, you're out on your own. You can wrestle and work your way back up here, and we'll see what it is." Because that's what Tegan Knox did the first time. She got fired or got released, worked away, went back to the Indies, worked on the Indies, and they hired her back. And then they release her again, and then she goes running to OnlyFans. This shit is watered down. And it's been for quite some time because I've been calling it out for quite some time. So for you to come out here as someone that claims that they're a fan and blame content creators, the same people that literally, and again, I can't speak for the ones that do it for their negativity and attention and votes and monetization, money, subscriptions, all that other shit. Like, I can't speak for them. I can only speak for me. There's plenty of videos and live streams that I've done, watch-alongs that I've done, praising the things that have been happening in professional wrestling. But to blame and just say blatantly and say content creators are the reason. Content creators are a very small minority of the wrestling audience. They're not hurting the product. They barely affect the fucking product. You might, at the most, get featured on something where WWE is doing some kind of reaction thing like they used to do, where they do like a reaction compilation and show people different reactions to what happens and stuff like that. Other than that, or you might even be featured on a fucking documentary, which I don't know why you want to do that, but cool, good for you. Other than that, it's not like they're making some big shift in the professional wrestling audience. They're not. Content creators, us, again, me, I do it just because I like doing it. Period. Point blank. I enjoy it. There's a lot worse things I could be doing other than talking about things that I love and things that could be better in professional wrestling. But to come out and blatantly say content creators are the problem, that's a you problem, bro. That's a you issue. That's not a content creator issue. So don't blame the fans. Stop blaming the fucking fans. This is the problem in 2025 is when you guys come out and start blaming fans. And then you wonder why people won't go to your shows. You wonder why people will push back and say, you know what? Not only am I not going to support you anymore because you want to go and shit on me, your fan, someone who's part of your fucking fan base. Now I am going to post pictures of empty arenas that you guys are wrestling in. Ball. That's why I don't even fucking, I don't give AEW a squirt of piss anymore, bro. I don't. Like, if they do something cool, and I may watch it, or I may fucking, talk about whatever, or they do something like wild. Like I talked about Brody King not too long ago, but other than that, AEW is just out of my fucking sight. Because they have way too many idiots in that company that literally bash their own fucking fan base. And then they got a lot of virtue signalers there as well, including a head honcho who is a virtue signaler. And then they disrespect Hulk Hogan. So I'm good on AEW as well. But when it comes to professional wrestling, we have a huge problem. Because this is the one thing out of all the things that I talked about when it comes to sports, when it comes to film, music, wrestling should be in a league of its own when it comes to talent. When it comes to storytelling, when it comes to having that audience. High ratings, viewership. The pro wrestling should be up, but it's not. It's watered down. And the reason why it's watered down is because of fans like this. Content creators are the problem. Bro, this is why you get a handful of guys like this, and you have the Rhea Ripleys come out and retweet it and start talking shit. Or you'll have the Dax Harwoods of the world over at AEW retweet it and talk shit. That's what happens when you do this. When you start blaming the fan base. Ask Marvel how that works. Because it's a good thing WWE isn't remotely like AEW. Because the guys that are at AEW will continue to bash their fan base. WWE learns real quick. You don't do that. Now, there's some Wednesdays and Tuesdays wrestlers, like the ones that I've already mentioned, that will do it. You got the Chelsea Greens out there that will virtue signal. And will say they stand for this and stand for that and blah, 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 whatever. Righteous attitude. Righteous ego. And then come out after Hulk Hogan dies and is the first one to do a fucking interview. On national television. Criticism is criticism. You don't like it, you don't have to watch. You don't like it, you don't have to listen, you don't have to read, you don't have to follow. It's that fucking simple. Stop blaming the fans. No one hurts the product more than the powers in charge of said product. That is a fact. Again, ask Marvel. Ask DC before 2025. Like I said before, there's things in the entertainment industry that people really act like they just don't see. They act like just don't exist. You had somebody earlier on Twitter that had another viral, idiotic fucking tweet. They were like, well, nobody cares about how much a movie makes in the box office. That doesn't matter at all. If that were the case, they would make movies for free. If that were the case, there would be no movies coming out ever anymore in the year 2025 if money didn't in box office didn't fucking matter. Studios would not exist. Again, idiotic fucking people with a phone and internet access. So the next time you guys want to have somebody come out here and blame the fans, rethink it. Rethink it real quick, because that is how you know that you weren't a fan from the jump. And that is how you know you're probably one of the people that infiltrated the product or infiltrated the fandom. Because nobody would ever blame the fucking fans. You could blame the fake fans. You could blame it. But again, for something to not work, for something to not be successful, you cannot blame anyone but the people that actually made that product. The people actually in charge of that show. The people that are actually supposed to make it work. Not the fans. Because I could see if we were in WWE, if we saw a WWE audience out here heckling wrestlers left and right. I saw one, and it was one dude heckling CM Punk, and people barely talked about it. And rightfully so. That was a nothing burger. Some Indian dude wanted Indian adult man wanted a fucking autograph while CM Punk was hugging some kid, and then CM Punk ignored him, obviously, and rightfully so. And a dude called him a son of a bitch or something like that. Like, again, what are we doing? What are we talking about here? Blame those fucking weirdos. Don't blame the ones that actually enjoy talking about wrestling. Don't blame the ones that are actually helping bring eyes back to wrestling or bringing fresh eyes to professional wrestling. That's all I'm saying. Because we've seen how it plays out when you blame fans. Doesn't play out good. Now, let's continue the conversation when it comes to SummerSlam. I agree with this take for the most part, but of course I retweeted and said Sunday. But this guy says, let me go ahead and get the full tweet. He says, no pay-per-view should be 2 nights. The big shows are supposed to showcase the stars, not the jobbers. Facts. If you suck ass, you shouldn't be on a card. Simple as that. WrestleMania and SummerSlam need to be one night, 3 to 4 hours long on a Saturday. Now, again, like I said, I agree with that, but I'm gonna go with on a Sunday because that was the pay-per-view era that I grew up with, where you had pay-per-views on Sundays, and Sundays were like that was the day. Everybody looked forward to that Sunday. Now it's Saturday, which we kind of get why WWE did that, but that's a whole nother thing. Neither here nor there. But TKO has plans underway to introduce more 2-night pay-per-views in the future. Survivor Series 2026 and 2027 Royal Rumble are at the top of the list to turn into the 2-night format, with Money in the Bank possibly in the mix also. Now, we talked about this a while ago, and I remember they announced, because I think who's going to New Orleans? I think Money in the Bank's going to be in New Orleans next year. So I heard about Money in the Bank possibly being 2 nights as well. I thought Royal Rumble was already 2 nights in 2026 because aren't they going to Saudi Arabia? Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia next year? The one coming up in January? But if not, then yeah, I don't know. But the 2-night pay-per-views, like I said, it's whack. The first night is usually like the lackluster type shit. Now, WrestleMania is a little bit different. I have grown accustomed to that. And I have grown into actually appreciating that 2-night format with WrestleMania because it's WrestleMania. It's a big it's the granddaddy of them all. But other than that, man, like Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, like I was not feeling the 2-night SummerSlam. Sunday night was the best night, and to me was the only like wow night. Again, outside of Seth Rollins coming back and cashing in that Money in the Bank briefcase on CM Punk at the last, like, dude, that was awesome. That was awesome. I'm not going to lie about that. Again, Seth Rollins has his problems with getting over with the audience and kind of getting new eyes and more eyes on Monday Night Raw. But for the most part, man, I'm still a Rollins guy. Still a Rollins guy, man. That first night was pretty much jobbers, man. And I'm not even going to say it was jobbers, but it was very lackluster type. Like you knew that they put those matches on there on Saturday night to just fit people on the card. Literally. I mean, outside of the Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton, and of course the World Heavyweight Championship, All the other matches, I'm just like, man, we don't need this. Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross, and I love Karrion Kross, but I'm just like, bro, y'all put Karrion Kross and Sami Zayn on here just to put them on here. We could have had somebody else in this spot. You could have just had those 2 matches I just mentioned and put them on Sunday night and just call it a day. Call it SummerSlam. That would have been a damn good SummerSlam. But you had to add all that extra shit in on night 1, and this is where we are. So it is what it is, man. But I at least want to put that out there and say, hey, look, I'm all good with the I'm good on the 2 nights. We don't need any more fucking 2-night main events. All right, 2-night events. I'm good with that. Now, let's talk about Braun Strowman, because he actually had something to say about Karrion Kross when he tweeted out something about WWE. Now, Karrion Kross, we already know this is him in character with the, Unreal there at the scripts, but the fans are at the truth, blah, blah, blah. But Braun Strowman, who was recently released, I won't say recently, but he was released this year from WWE. And he responds to Karrion Kross. He says, they don't care about the fans. They care about nepotism ass kissers, and their buddies, even though he spelled the wrong there. Come on, man. I mean, you're from North Carolina, so I guess I'll give you a pass, but you got to use the right there, Braun. Now, it's weird talking about the whole Samoan family so much, but it's so many of them WWE now, it's not even funny. So they're always going to be the center of the conversation, no matter damn near every fucking conversation you have, whether it's about championships or whether it's about feuds, whether it's about Hall of Fame, whether it's about legacy, whether it's about the face of the company, top heels, top faces. It's always going to be a Samoan in one way or another involved in all that shit, because there's so many of those motherfuckers now. I'm not mad at what Braun Strowman is saying when he says about nepotism ass kissers and their buddies. I get what he's saying. I'm not mad at it. Do I necessarily agree with it? I'm not there to agree or disagree with it. But based off of what we saw on TV, he might have something there. And I can also get where he's coming from, because didn't he get injured? And then what he did, he got injured and came back, right? And then faced who did he lose to? That was Jacob Fatu, right? That he went up against. I forget who he faced his last match. I think it was Jacob Fatu he put over, or Solo, one of the two. And look, I get that he can probably feel some kind of way. I get it. You can feel some type of way about it. But when it comes to Karrion Kross, apparently his contract is up later on this week. I assume they're going to re-sign him, saying that he was just at SummerSlam, but we know how they do. It'll be some shit where he would get released. It would be some WWC where he would get released this weekend and not get a new contract by WWE. And then he'd be like, man, the last time we saw Karrion Kross was at SummerSlam. Didn't that happen with one of the chicks? Wasn't, who was it? I think it was Ember Moon. Her last match was literally on a pay-per-view or on one of the NXT takeovers. Was her last pay-per-view before she got released. I mean, her last match before she got released. Like, it was on a pay-per-view Saturday or Sunday night and then got released on like a Tuesday. And it's like, whoa, bro, what? What? Yeah, man, it's crazy. But hopefully they keep Karrion Kross, because I do not want to see Karrion Kross go to AEW and have his career raced way over there. Y'all want to get into some shenanigans? We talked about a whole hour and a half about SummerSlam, about Brock Lesnar, about Triple H breaking the internet this weekend, about the product being watered down still, about the different matches, about Lesnar returning, about what's next for Cena, his lackluster retirement tour as well. What do y'all want to talk about? What should we talk about? Y'all want to go over some Clown World shit, man? Definitely got some Clown World shit. Oh, I forgot I did this. I forgot I said this. All right. So we can talk about this. This is stupid, but I did comment on it, so I figured I'd show it. But this is Lauren Phillips, a porn star. I guess they're at some kind of porn convention. This is her high-paying customer, and this is a fucking content creator. So let's see how this interaction goes.
I hate to interrupt this conversation right now. You already interrupted, but yeah, I know, but this might be good for you. How much do I have to pay? No, bro, I'm talking to her right now. Can you just give me 5 minutes?
Yo, this dude is mad. He's like, look, fam, I'm talking to my favorite porn star right now, okay? Give me about 5 minutes so I can give her this $200,000 to watch her shit on the floor. And you can get back to your little content creating BS and get your little clips. You can get your views. I get it.
This is important, though. I was gonna give you a lap. I was gonna pay for your lap dance, bro. Give us 5 minutes. Then all right.
Yo, he gave him the pat on. That's how you know he's about to pay her, bro. Nobody does this unless they're about to drop a bag, bro. He got the hat. He got the shades. He got the look. Hey, I'm telling you, about to drop a whole bag on this hoe.
5 minutes. Then all right. You just missed out on a great opportunity, my friend. Opening up a lifetime. Yo, my guy's trying to dial in, bro. He's really.
Now, again, I do think this guy's a douchebag for trying to interrupt a full-blown conversation they're having. But, I mean, what do you expect with this generation, to be honest?
He's trying to lock the fuck in. What was that guy saying before?
When I was talking to anybody, it's none of your goddamn business. See you later.
So, of course, after seeing, I was going to let it go, but after seeing that last part, I heard reacting that way, which is the typical fucking way any of these hoes will act. I said, these dudes paid him like $200,000 for crap on the floor. She was only mad because you interrupted her pay raise negotiation. And yep, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Let's go over this one. I don't even have to explain this one, do I? We see a fat chick in her uniform, in her army uniform, and her ACUs. And I really hope she's not as fat as she looks right now, simply because we had a standard. Now, there are some dudes that were like, we had some people that were like clearly overweight and didn't meet the physical standards, but not to this extent when I was in 10 years ago.
I actually have never had anything Dubai chocolate bar or anything, but y'all hyped this up, so it must be.
And I don't want to make fun of this chick too much, but I mean, to make fun of this chick because she decided to film herself eating Dubai chocolate in her uniform in her car. And if you're going to do stupid shit while in uniform on camera and post it, I don't feel bad for you being made fun of. I really don't. I give two shits. That's just me coming from somebody who did serve. But yeah, let's see what this video is about. I don't even know what she says in this video. What this video is.
Knees. And it better be the way that y'all was talking about it. Let's open it. Ooh, it looks just like the TikToks. Look. Okay, let's try it.
All right, man. Yeah, what the fuck am I watching? I should have pre-screened this video, man.
I'm so done with y'all. I swear, this tastes like a Kit Kat. Whatever.
What the fuck? What was the point of this video? Somebody said, "Hey, whoever the fuck, why is this fat piece of shit in the army?" Yeah, I have no idea. Yep. Okay, so everybody pretty much had the
bitch.
You fat bitch.
Oh damn, I gotta say that one. I gotta make that a fucking sound. Fat black lesbians. If anything, this fat bitch knows what she's talking about when it comes to candy and food. If she was talking about something in the military, I wouldn't believe a word this heifer says. Holy shit. Where the F are the army regulations for fat ass nasty bitches in uniform? This wouldn't happen in the Marine Corps ever. Yeah, man. I don't know where the fucking fitness standards are now, bro. It's bad. It was getting bad when I was in, which the rules and everything got more laxed when I got out, like as I was on my way out. So I can only imagine what the standards are now and how many people literally can be a fat piece of shit and still be in the army. Like, it is ridiculous. And you just know that she's going to claim 100% service-connected disability. 100%, man. 100%. I didn't claim shit when I got out, man. I didn't claim one fucking thing when I got out. I saw so many people taking advantage of that shit. Now, there's a lot of people that need it. There's a lot of people that actually legit need the shit. But there's a lot of people I saw that literally took advantage of it, like to the full extent. And I'm just not one of those people, man. But yes, I would not. I put money on it that no matter which way she gets out, whether she gets chaptered out, honorable, dishonorable, she's going to claim something. She is going to claim something with disability, if not 100%. This guy tags. I hate when people do this shit when they start tagging like the big fucking corporation. Like, they don't give a shit. But he tagged the Army and the National Guard and their reserve. For the woke leadership still not rooted out, you have failed us. For the leadership, which are most, that still has the focus and plot, it's your job to root out weakness like this. When your enemies see videos like this, it baffles them, but more so motivates them. As a proud American, this saddens me for soldiers who take pride in your uniform. Facts. Yeah, facts. We are with you and support you. You inherited a hot mess. Good luck, sir. This video is a great example of how far some of our leadership has fallen. Her immediate officers, platoon leader to company commander are complicit. There is no way they have not been made aware of her. So we have to assume there's more in that unit that are obese. Again, good luck, sir. We support you. I agree. Maybe not like 100%, but I agree with most of that with what he said. I mean, I would assume, well, first of all, you're not going to be obese in the army, and like your leadership's not going to know. Like, you see your leadership every fucking day, at least when I was in. Like, but I was also in a specific unit that didn't really go about things the way, or I guess structure things the way that normal army would when I was at Bragg. So that was that. But yeah, I agree with most of that, with what he said. Again, I just don't understand what the standards are now. Maybe the standards are super lax to where you're going to have fat pieces of shit that look like this. Not only in your unit, but making videos in their car, eating candy and chocolate and shit, and thinking that that's content. So congratulations to whoever that is in her unit, because she pretty much just doxed herself. Whole name on the shit too, man. Specialist. Holy shit. Fucking E4, man. God, dog. Yeah, you're cooked. You are cooked, my friend. Sorry, not sorry. Let's see here. So Georgia actually passed. If I can click on this. They actually passed a new bill. Georgia passed a law called the Parent Accountability Act. So let's go ahead and hear from this dude. Look like he's like some kind of chef. Looks like he's wearing some chef outfit. So let's go ahead and hear from this dude about the this new bill they got passed called the Parent Accountability Act that will actually affect parents that send their kids to public schools. By the way, he spelled Georgia wrong. Again, people just posting shit just to post and not even, proofreading. But that's a whole other thing.
Lord, I've been waiting on this. Boy, I've been waiting on this law right here. Georgia just passed a law called the Parent Accountability Act. Oh yeah. Y'all want to act like y'all them kids take their butt to school and act the same way they act in your household, the same way you don't be getting on to them. It don't matter now. Let them take their butt to school and touch them teachers or touch them officials that work at that school. The parent is accountable for it now. Yep, the parent got to pay for it now. Yeah, you either gonna pay a fine, go to jail, or you gonna do community service. Yes, it's just in. Georgia just passed that law called the Parent Accountability Act. You know how a lot of y'all do not like to take accountability. You know you don't. And you'll trigger it down to your kids. Your kids be bucking at you, going outside. They be all over in these in the trains in Atlanta, and they just be everywhere. Let them take that energy to school now. Let them take that energy to school now. Don't say nothing to them. Yeah, don't say nothing to them and let them go to school and act a damn donkey in that school and act a fool in that school and watch they call you. Watch you gonna have a bench warrant out for you. Or they gonna tell you need to show up at court. You better show up at that school because we got something to discuss, ma'am, sir. Your kid, you think your kid could do whatever they want now? We finna find out now. Because Georgia just passed the law. It's called the Parent Accountability Act. Now you're gonna have to be parents. Yeah, now you're gonna have to be parents. All y'all gonna have to be parents now. Where you at? Where you at, mom? Where you at, dad? You're gonna have to be a parent now. I bet y'all start co-parenting now. All y'all baby mama, baby daddies and stuff, and family households with them dysfunctional households. You're gonna have to be parents now. When it comes to that school, and they gotta go to school. Unless you register them to be homeschooled. They gotta go to school, or you're gonna have to pay for that too.
Yeah, so you guys get the gist of it. I'm glad this is happening. This is I'm not gonna sit here and act like I knew what the laws were when I was growing up or anything like that. But when I grew up, I assumed that you get in trouble at school, your parents get in trouble. You do something terrible at school, your parents get in trouble. I didn't know still to this day, I don't know if that was the result. I don't know if that's necessarily the consequence that came of it or comes of it, because I wasn't that bad in school to where that would even remotely happen. But now we live in a world where you are going to have to be accountable for your fucking kids. Now, these parents in Georgia, at least, are going to have to set the fucking example. Now, the question is it going to happen? Is this going to work? Or are we going to start seeing parents get arrested because their kids want to go to school and start acting a fool? I.e., what we've been seeing on social media with kids putting their hands on teachers and principals. I saw one video a few months ago of a principal getting in a fight with a student. Both of them black, by the way. So now in 2025, we're actually going to have to take I don't say we, but parents, we as a people, but parents specifically are going to have to take accountability for what their kids fucking do. And I'm here for it. I am 100% here for it. Because this has been a long time coming, fam. A long time coming. I'm sure everybody's tired of the fucking stupidity that happens at the schools. Again, it's not like we're sitting here. I'm not sitting here inside of a school. I don't know anybody personally that is, in middle school or high school or anything like that. But I can tell you this. Once this is implemented, you should see a change. And you should see that change very quickly, depending on how fast they can pass this, or else it's already passed. Or not passed, but how effective or how fast it becomes effective, I should say. So again, we'll see if we can stay updated on that. See if we can if I can get some videos here in the next few months of of a change. Maybe we'll get like this guy making a fucking video saying, hey, we've seen the change and here are the stats of the change that we've seen in the state of Georgia because of this law. Because of it. So again, you ain't gonna get nothing negative out of me on this one. I am 100% for this shit. This should have been happened. Period. But you know what shouldn't have happened? Now, we talk about what happened this past weekend with SummerSlam. We talk about, the good, the bad, the ugly, the great, the returns, the crybabies. But let's step away from WWE for a second and just marvel in this sight that beholds us right here. I don't know what promotion this is. It looks like everyone in this picture, aside from the referee, is twice my age. And something possessed them this past weekend to do something very fucking stupid. You want to know what that stupid thing is? It's the one stupid thing that the people on the indies love doing and have no business doing, but they feel like for some reason they're just going to set themselves on fire. Good. If you decide to set yourself on fire and you guys don't have a plan, you guys don't have a fire marshal, you guys don't have somebody there to actually put the shit out or know professional, and I want to say professionally, but literally know how to put the shit out, why do it? You should not be doing it, especially as old as you are. You're not fucking Terry Funk. You're not Mick Foley. You're not I was about to say Dean Ambrose. John Moxley. You ain't New Jack. What they should be chanting is "You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it." Fishes Fly to the World Dot says, "How can they get better without risking it?" If you're talking about this video, I would say you don't risk it. And setting yourself on fire, what does that get you better at doing? Now, I've never stepped in a ring before, but I'm kind of curious, though. I just, as someone who's a lifelong fan, I really would like to know, though, how does that make you better, setting yourself on fire? Now, we wouldn't be talking about this if they actually went through the proper procedures before deciding to set themselves on fire. I wouldn't be having this as a topic. I wouldn't be talking about this. This video wouldn't even came out. But you decide, for shock value, obviously, to set yourself on fire in this match. And you had nothing in place at all. That's why I'm like, I can't feel bad for the guy at all. Hardcore style, get you better with it. Mick Foley had to start somewhere. Yeah. Hardcore style, absolutely. But again, setting yourself on fire doesn't get you better at anything. Even hardcore style. Hardcore style is a million things you can do with hardcore style. A million things you can do with that. Setting yourself on fire is something that is supposed to be a big angle, something. And again, I don't care if you do it. I don't even care how you do it. But make sure you have a plan in place so that you don't have somebody that can potentially kill themselves literally in front of an entire room full of people. Especially people with cameras that post everything online. That's all I'm saying. Again, it's not like we're talking about, it's not like we're talking about doing like a simple suplex, or, trying to do your finisher, or trying to take somebody else's finisher, or trying to do a moonsault or something like wrestling can be simple. And there have been plenty of legends out here that have explained that and said that wrestling can be simple. But it's when you go out and do shit like this, or you do the 450 splash. Everybody wants to do a 450 splash. You got 350-pound dudes now moonsaulting. That's not getting better. That's expanding your horizon. Or broadening your horizon. That's expanding your whatever you call it. So I know some people don't like moveset, but I like saying moveset. But all other stuff. Setting yourself on fire doesn't do any of that. That's an angle that on the indies you don't need. Now, again, it's good to do if you actually have your proper procedures to do it, and you have somebody there like a fire marshal to put out the fire. Good on you. I'm not complaining. But now we're talking about a dude that almost killed himself and burned himself alive in front of what, 500 people? Crazy, man. Crazy. The people who funded the event should be blamed, not the wrestler exactly. The wrestler still has to say yes. Because you're the one putting yourself on fire. You know what I mean? It's not like a movie. It's not like he's going to a film set and they're handing you a script and saying, this is what you got to go by. Or get somebody else to do it. I highly doubt that if he would have said, no, I'm not setting myself on fire, they'd still have this match. 9 times out of 10. Because you don't really, when it comes to the indies and shit, like you don't really have anybody to replace like that. They say like, oh, you don't want to do this angle, or we're just gonna go with somebody completely. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work that way. Not like a movie, not like a film set to where it's like, okay, Jenna Ortega doesn't want to play this character or do this or do that, then we're just gonna go with ScarJo or somebody, or Mia Goth. Now WWE, you can do that. AEW, you can do that. TNA, you can do that. A small promotion like this, I highly doubt you can do that. Throwing the wood on the fire. Yeah, that shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. You know what's even crazy? Did it actually put it out, though? Let me go back. When he threw the wood on the fire, did it actually go out, though? Oh, no, it didn't. Wow, dude, what the? My bad. Yeah, I thought it went out. I was like, I don't know what maybe someone's on the wood, but yeah, you're right. The fuck was bro thinking? Like, man, every time I see videos like this, I'm just like, man, how are these niggas just so like I don't get it, man. Like, what makes y'all think that this shit is like smart or even creative? You got old dudes standing in the ring trying to throw wood on top of fucking fire. You got this chick just sitting there looking stupid. Chairs on fire. This guy's still on fire. Now I don't know what to do. This right here is nuts, bro. Hopefully you two don't get me for this. Yeah, this nigga's in pain. Look at him. He running. He said, oh, my ass. Yeah, this nigga's Dunsky. God, I can't imagine, man. But again, I can't feel bad for the guy. He's a fucking idiot. You are fucking stupid. Backyard wrestling is better than mainstream. I actually know somebody who might agree with you. Not me, but I know somebody who might agree with you. Shout out to Chris Brown, as well as the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Now, you already know, man, especially after Hogan died, I got to give Ric Flair his flowers while the man is still alive. And I also got to shout out Chris Brown. He's from my home state. So whenever I see whenever I see a what do you call it, a crossover or an interaction like this, I always got to give my boys some flowers, man.
Great smile. Great smile.
Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. Just wanted to shout out Ric Flair, Chris Brown. Good stuff. Again, happy that Flair's still with us, man, especially after the whole Hogan stuff. Got to give my man some flowers, bro. All right, so last couple things I want to talk about. You see what time it is? Yeah. So last couple things I want to talk about. Bound for Glory, which is happening in October. Yeah, October. The Dudley Boys and the Hardys are facing one last time. Now, I saw the video. I can't show it because TNA does copyright heavily, actually. And he says, that's not Ric Flair. That's some dude in a hyper real mask. I'm weak. But yeah, so seeing the Hardys and the Dudleys in the ring together in 2025, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I ain't feeling it. I love the Dudleys. I love the Hardys. Thank you for everything they've done for this business. And I'm not saying that they should go off and do something else, but they're all doing a million things in wrestling, by the way. Like behind the scenes, the Hardys are doing a lot. Behind the scenes, Bully Ray's definitely doing a lot. Devon's definitely doing a lot. He just lost 80 pounds, by the way. So shout out to Devon Dudley, the legend, one half of the most successful tag team in wrestling history in the Dudley Boys. But if I have to be honest, which I always am honest, I'm not feeling this match for TNA tag team titles. I don't know what identity crisis TNA is going in right now, or is going through right now, but it's not good. You have two, not one, but two NXT signed superstars as your top champions. Trick Williams is the TNA World Champion. JC Jane is your TNA Knockouts Champion. And you have the Hardy Boys as your tag team champions. And they're not being challenged by any of your young up-and-coming tag teams, not the hottest tag team in the tag team division on TNA. Nope, not at all. They are being challenged by none other than Bully Ray and Devon Dudley, the Dudley Boys. Team 3D, as they have to call them in TNA. I don't know about you guys, but I'm tired of this. This entire year has felt like we're just going through the classics of 20 years ago. And the reason why I say that we're going through the class of 20 years ago and 10 years ago, and hell, you can say 6, 7, 8 years ago at this point, between Brock Lesnar and John Cena and Orton, John Cena and CM Punk, and then you've got Team 3D versus the fucking Hardys. The Dudleys and Hardys at Bound for Glory. And we're talking 2 months from now. 2 whole months from now. That way, Team 3D, the Dudley Boys, can get in ring shape. Well enough ring shape to give us one last good. And I'm not going to say the match is going to be terrible. But this is going to be the one last decent match we're going to get of the 40s guys. Period. Now, I'm not wishing any ill will, and I'm not saying this match is going to suck, but I'm just not looking forward to it. I'm tired of reliving these damn classics, man. We've already done it in the film industry. They're bashing us over the head with it, with every fucking reboot, sequel, remake, all this other shit. Like, stop. And now we're doing it in wrestling in all of 2025. I'm cool with Cena and Cody facing off, but to have Cena and Orton again, we don't need. And now Brock's back, and you have him come back and face John Cena of all people. We don't need it. We've seen it before. Stop running back the classics. That's all I ask from wrestling. Stop the virtue signaling and stop rehashing classics. And give some good storytelling. Is that too much to ask for from our professional wrestling? Let me know if I'm wrong. But maybe we should be going towards the backyard wrestling. because mainstream wrestling is starting to do what the film industry is doing. You remember 15 years ago, we had John Cena and CM Punk in one of the greatest matches, one of the greatest feuds. Yeah. Well, it's John Cena's last year in professional wrestling. So instead of having John Cena face LA Knight, instead of having John Cena face, I don't know, Karrion Kross, instead of having John Cena face, I don't know, having a better match with Solo Sikoa than what they had that last time, or instead of John Cena facing, I don't know, Gunther, the list can go on and on and on and on. Instead of him facing all of them, we're going to have him relive and rehash the classics. 4 months left of John Cena's run, by the way. 4 months left until John Cena calls it quits. And the best that we've gotten is John Cena and Cody, number 1 and number 2. All the other matches were meh at best. Crazy times we live in when we have to talk about the Dudley Boys and the Hardy Boys having a tag team match at the biggest pay-per-view of the year for TNA for the tag team titles. And yet people are still claiming that we don't have a problem in wrestling when it comes to booking and storytelling and building new characters, because we're getting this. Again, I love all four of these guys, but this is what we're getting. Guys that were headlining this pay-per-view 20 years ago. Tell me when I'm telling lies. Anyways, man. Shout out to Jerry. He says, yeah, too much to ask for. Yeah, apparently. Apparently it's too much to ask for good wrestling, man. Fuck. Anyways. One of these days, I will actually use my many fucking clips that I have over here as reaction clips during the stream that I never fucking use. But anyways, make sure you guys hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit all that good stuff. Any of the topics that I either think I missed. Let me check before I get out of here. I'm working off of 2 computers, so yeah, I think we're good. The only thing I had left, which I don't think you guys want to talk, I don't think anybody wants to hear me talk about it anymore, is the Sydney Sweeney stuff. Just more stuff with that, but just more freakouts. But I might do a video of that. Other than that, I don't really have anything. Make sure you guys hit that like, that subscribe. One of these days, I will actually make a video. I feel like I'm doing more live streams now than I am videos, which I don't know. It's not necessarily a bad thing. When it comes to algorithm, it's a bad thing, apparently, what they say. But one of these days, I promise you guys, I am going to make a video. Like, I'm still in the process of making videos. But I'm not going to make a video just to make a video. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm trying to stay away from doing clips of the streams because apparently now YouTube doesn't like that. So I think I'm going to have to do clips and put them on Rumble now and make those videos and put them on Rumble. And then just do normal videos and put them on YouTube. For the time being, until we figure out this whole fucking algorithm BS. But shout out, I did get one more subscriber, so I'm in the green per se when it comes to subscribers or gaining subscribers. So shout out to whoever subscribed to me over the weekend. You know, you were not forgotten, you were not missed. I appreciate it, and make sure you guys hit that like, subscribe, all that good stuff. It's your boy Corn. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for coming through. Thank you for the support. I am O-U-T.
Thank you, brother. Man, I love you, brother. I appreciate it, bro. So all you niggas, whites and brown, jeans, tacuaches. See, I'm Mexican. I can say what's up, nigga. ¿Qué pasa, güey? ¿Qué pasa, vato? You saw shit. Hey, you saw shit. Hey, you saw?